Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Saturday edition of Get Live Training. Janet Legere here, a little tongue-tied this morning. Been a while since we've been on the calls. I really appreciate Steve DeHagen for covering for us while we were on vacation. It is great to be back. I do just have to let you know I'm a little bit under the weather here. Not sure if I picked up some kind of a little bug from my grandkids yesterday or what's happening. But if I disappear momentarily, just bear with me. I'm just feeling a little bit off. However, I'm already feeling better just being here with all of you guys. So it's exciting to be back. Today I've got a great call in store for all of you. We're going to be talking about your funnel and what it really is, how you really have to have one, why you have to have one, and how to make it work for you. I got to tell you, being on vacation, having my funnel in place was more important than ever. I haven't even been to the Stampede yet, Mike. I wish I could say that that's why I was feeling as I am. Unfortunately, it's not. So, who knows? It could be the heat. I don't respond well to the heat. But, and yes, Rob, not sure if you can hear us or see my picture, the slides, but down at the bottom left of the screen, you'll see a microphone and video icon, and they're X'd out for you right now, so you'll need to uncheck those. Great agenda in store for you today. We're going to start out with a little bit about who Dawn and I are, why you even want to listen to us, where we came from. Dawn's going to come on and talk a little bit of inspiration on life and living. I'm telling you, we really did have an amazing trip. And when we got home on Tuesday night, as we were settling down for the evening, I said, you know, and it's not a regret, I wish we'd have taken a few more pictures. And I find for me that when I'm on vacation, and I don't know how it is for you guys, I really don't like living my life behind a camera. So every once in a while I remember to take a picture, but I don't live behind my camera. And I had some amazing memories. Dawn and I created 2 weeks of amazing memories. It went by in a heartbeat. We had a ton of quality time with our family. That's really what the whole 2 weeks was about. And I got to tell you guys, I don't know how it is for you when you visit family. Our families are a little bit crazy, and so it was a little tiring. Add to that, the friend we stayed with has an obsession of not going to bed very early, and she was bound and determined that we were going to be right there with her, and so we were. Well, today we're going to be talking about your internet marketing funnel, why you need one. I'm sure all of you here, as I look around the room, I'm going to guess you all have a marketing funnel. Am I right? Well, you know, I started building a funnel back in 1999 when Dawn and I first came online. It was one of the first things I recognized in business. And actually, it wasn't until 2003 that I put it all together and realized that that's what I was doing. See, Dawn and I met back in 1999 through a dating service. Isn't that cool? And about a year later, we both found ourselves magically away from the corporate world. Dawn was in the employee benefits and bank. He was a bank manager before that. I was an accountant. Not boring, but definitely an accountant. And we both found ourselves with the opportunity to be out of that world. And we decided to venture into internet marketing. And it's a decision that I've never looked back on with regret. It's one I've been grateful for every day of my life because I know I'm in control of my future, of my business of today. And it's due to that marketing funnel that we have created the success that we did. We've had great success. Hey, Steve, awesome to have you with us this morning. I didn't know if you'd be here. Just want to shout out a big thank you to you for taking over for us while we were gone. You know, there's nothing better. We've had lots of vacations over the last however many years this is. It's 17 years. No, 16 years. Okay, 99. 16 years we've been doing this. It's been so long it just feels like we've only ever done this. We've had lots of vacations. We've gone on many trips, and every time I did, it was always in the back of my mind that I was, you know, needed to do this and needed to do that. And this was one of the first trips. The second was when I finally decided to do this in Victoria. But this was one of the first trips when I went away without worrying about business. And today I'm going to talk to you a bit about the marketing funnel and how having a marketing funnel really and truly allowed us to go on a vacation and not worry about business. I was able to do a minimal amount of work every day, and I did do some work every day. I don't call it work, it's just what I do. No one else is up that time in the morning. And it allowed us to have an amazing vacation and grow our business while we were away. Wouldn't you all love to be there? How many of you are there now where your business is growing, you just keep feeding it? I'm looking around the room, I'm guessing most of you are not there yet. Yes or no? Your business grows consistently because you got your marketing funnel set up. I'm guessing most of you are still in the process of really trying to figure that out, right? Well, I'm going to tell you guys, it's the one thing that you need to do. You need to figure out how to get this done, how to get this set up, how to understand it for you. It's not hard. It takes a little bit of consistent effort. And as I look around the room, I know only 2 of you answered. So I'm going to guess that only 2 of you are paying attention, because there should be lots of no's in that chat. As I work with all of you, I talk to you. I know that you're not there yet. Why aren't you there yet? Well, we're going to talk about it today, and maybe you'll get some insight, and maybe, just maybe, it's going to give you what you need. Because I can tell you right now, there's no reason for you not to be there. And the only reason you are not there is because you're not focused on what you need to be doing every day. Because you're here, and you're there, and you're here, and you're there. You're doing a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and you're not focused on what you need to be doing every single day. Am I right? Yeah, I know. I know it's true, and thank you for admitting that, Rodney. Thank you for being open and honest, because, I mean, if I can't observe that over 17 years, then why am I here? And for the last 17 years, nothing has changed. Okay, nothing's changed. So don't beat yourselves up. You don't need to. We're going to fix that today. I'm really hoping that you're going to sit back and go, okay, I get it. I know what I need to do, and I'm going to do it. No matter how boring it is, no matter how much I don't understand it, I'm going to listen to what Janet's saying, and I'm going to do it. Does that sound like a good thing? Who's all over that? Who's excited to be given a plan of action that you don't even have to think about it, you just do it? Well, that's what we're going to do today. But before we get there, I'm going to turn the room over to my partner, the man that certainly has changed my life, and I know that I've helped to change his as well. We are so good for each other. We're so amazing. I just get butterflies whenever I think about him. I know I'm silly, but what can I say? After 18 years together, I still get butterflies thinking about this man. 18, 19, how long have we been together, hon? 17, 18, 1998. 17 years. Again, feels like it's been forever, but which is a good thing. Don loves to inspire you all. He has a different point of view on life. He has a different point of view on the universe. We think alike, yet think differently, and that's what makes us so good together. So without further ado, please, a nice, warm round of applause for my partner in crime, Mr. Don Legere. Take it away, my love.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Good to be back. That's for sure. It's good to be back here with you guys. I can't tell you how much joy you guys bring me when you join our meetings on Saturday with us. And you know what, Jan? I had no idea, none, zero, that we've been doing this for 16 years. 16 years. Wow. That is a long time to be teaching, building your list, how to get out there, how to get your name out there online, how to do some marketing. And I think that's important. I think it's important for the home business community to have a place where they can sit back, sip on a coffee, think about what it is you're doing, grabbing the little tidbits of information that you can apply to your business on a weekly basis. And as Jan mentioned, we just returned from a trip to Ontario where we spent a lot of time with family. Now, we generally bring our computers, we bring our phones, we bring everything related to our business with us. And this time was different for me. This time, although I did bring my computer with me, I didn't even pull it out of the package. I didn't even pull it out of the suitcase my entire time that I was there. And the reason for that is simple but yet complicated. I needed to take a step back from business. I needed to just sit back and enjoy the people around me without worrying, without wondering, are we doing the right thing? What can we do better? And I just thought, you know what? It's a good time just to take a step back from what I was doing. I know Jan, she has a different personality. Jan has how can I say this? She always has to be going. She always has to be online. And although she didn't spend a great deal online, she did log in once a day, I believe, just to check email, just to send emailings, just to do a little bit of marketing. But the fact is, it only took her, an hour in the morning to get everything done that she needs to do. Now, that got my mind working a little bit because I decided not to get involved in business for 2 weeks. And when you do that, although you're not involved in the business, doing the business work on a day-to-day basis, I did have a lot of time to sit back and think, how blessed that Jan and I actually are. We had been staying with a friend of hers, Grace Brochu, and a very, very wonderful woman. I love her to bits. She did everything to take care of us. But when I sit back and compared our lifestyle to hers, or our lifestyle to my brothers who all work, my lifestyle to my nephews who all have schedules and they all have things to do and places to be each and every work day, you can see the difference how we approach life. We approach life in a way that we have total freedom. We can get out and do what we want to do when we want to do it. And that fact alone raised my awareness of the impact my home business has had on me over the past 16 years. Now, it's not everybody out there that can, drop out of the corporate world and decide to try something different, to try something more remarkable, to try something where you have an unending number of prospects and all you had to do is find a way to reach them. And that's working online. And what I discovered in myself was that although I had reached the point where business has become very, very frustrating for me, where things seem to be a little stagnant, not growing the way I'd like to see things grow, but rather than get frustrated about that, I just decided to let it go. Let it go for 2 weeks. Don't do anything with business for 2 weeks. And just see what falls, what I'm able to bring to my mind in order to improve the processes we do here each and every day. Because we all know what it's like to get into that daily routine, and doing the things that you need to do on a day-to-day basis in order to make things work. But the question is, if we're doing the work each day and we're not growing, you have to think about, how can you change that so you do begin to grow, so you can begin to have, a greater audience, so that you can make more money and find more joy. Now, it's hard to find more joy in business because I believe that Janet and I have got the greatest lifestyle that anyone could ever ask for. Yes, it can be frustrating. Yes, it can be challenging at times. Yes, the income can be unpredictable. But the fact of the matter is, we control what we do right here at home. No one else does the controlling for us. So, owning a business that is non-local, that allows us to get out in the world in the way that we do, is an extremely powerful motivator for me to figure out those answers, to find the path, to see it in a different light. And at the end of the day, at the end of the vacation, when we returned home, tired, not cranky, just tired. It's a long trip. It's challenging to change time zones. But the first day back at work, I was excited to get back. I was driven to implement the solutions that I had been thinking about all the while I was on vacation. So, ladies and gentlemen, what you need to do if you're facing the same frustrations as we all face, and you feel like you're at the end of the line and you got to figure out something to do, then take time off. Whatever time you can afford. If you can take a week off, take a week off. Don't do anything with work. Not a thing. Let your autoresponder take care of that business for you. And you will, I guarantee it, you will in your mind be able to think how you can improve your processes, how you can improve how you approach people. Know how you will learn, or ideas will click into your head on how you can make the process of business more to your liking, rather than it being a chore for you each and every day. Jan was talking to one of our fellow Contact List Builder members, and she said, well, what do you like doing? And the answer was, well, I love Facebook. I love going on Facebook. I find that when I'm on Facebook, I can play. And that was Jan's answer to them. Well, then go on Facebook. Play on Facebook. Market on Facebook. Once in a while, throw something out about what you're doing. Because if you have a large following on Facebook, guess what? Eventually, they will check out what it is you're doing and may or may not decide that, hey, this is something that I could do too. Because what we are selling, what our true product is for home business people, is freedom. Is total absolute freedom. Freedom to choose what you want for your business. Freedom to choose what you want for your life. Freedom to choose whether you're going to go on vacation this week or not. Freedom to choose whether you're going to run your business from the coffee house at the corner or any way you want, as long as you are having fun. So find the fun in business, and the business will find you. And that is my number one message for today. Find the fun in your business, and the business will find you. And it's as simple as that. Because when people see that you are enjoying your life to the fullest, and they will want a piece of that, because that is what everyone is looking for. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, take some time off. I wholly recommend it. And if you can get away from your business computer for even a weekend, or even 5 or 6 days, do it. But keep a pen handy. Keep your smartphone handy so that you can plow in notes, just so you can capture your thinking. And then when you decide it's time to get back to work, when you have talked to yourself, not talk to yourself, but when you realize the potential of your freedom that's sitting here at your fingertips on your computer board, you'll figure out a way to do it. because I know it's here. We've been doing it for 16 years. We earn a decent a decent income. It's not outstanding, but I guess if you compare our income to others, it would be an outstanding income. And the idea is for us to get to the next level. And I think it's time we took that step to reach the next level. And I think it's time for everyone to take that step to reach the next level. It doesn't matter if it hasn't worked before. It doesn't matter if you've tried something and it hasn't worked before. Because when you take that attitude of freedom, when you take that attitude of independence that you bring to your business, to the marketplace, then people will want to join you. People will want a piece of what you have. So ladies and gentlemen, take time off. Find the joy, find the fun in what it is you're doing each and every day. And believe me, absolutely believe me, the business will find you and you'll be in a better place. I hope that everyone in this room achieves greater results than they could even hope or imagine this week or this month or this year. And may the results be better than you could all hope or even imagine. And with that, Jan, I'll give the room back to you. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, I know. I am absolutely the luckiest person in the world. I know. And I get up every day absolutely in a state of gratitude because I get to do it all over again and again and again. Thank you, Don. That was absolutely brilliant. For someone who had nothing planned. What can I say? It was one of those vacations where we spent a lot of time driving back and forth between Welland and Burlington, and so that's a lot of thinking time and talking time and just being time. And usually when we go on a vacation, we have alone time, adult time. We get away on our own and do some sightseeing and just be a couple. And we had very little of that on this trip. And that's okay, because this was a trip meant to reconnect with family, to spend time with family and friends, and we did that. And I feel good that we got to see all the people that matter to us, and everybody that matters to us made it important to see us. And it was sad in a way. Someone posted on Facebook that, how lucky we were that the family would get together because their family wouldn't do anything like that. And I thought, how do you know? How do you know till you do it, right? We've decided that this is something we should do regularly, whether it's every year or every 5 years or every 3 years. I looked at the family that we were surrounded by, and I thought, every year sounds good to me. Although it'd be nice if everybody came out here. That's on my big dream list, is if everybody comes out here for a change. I think that would be pretty cool and a lot of fun. We could set up tents and have everybody camping out at O'Connor Acres. So why not? Oh, goodness gracious. That was an awesome talk, and we had an awesome vacation, and Dawn is right. I'm not a sit-around person. However, I am. I shut down very well, and I know when to let go, and I'm up early in the mornings. I was always up before everyone else, and that was when I got my computer out, came online, checked my email, did my marketing, followed up where I needed to follow up. As everyone knows, how many of you here had contact with me while we were on vacation? It was minimal, but I was here. I answered any questions that came. I answered any emails that came. I did all the support, and I really didn't spend more than an hour or two a day. I did have a few days where I didn't touch my computer at all. Travel days, I didn't even look at it. I didn't think about it. I had my phone. Those who needed me knew how to get me on my phone. I really did shut down a lot, and it helped. I spent a lot of time connecting with family, letting that be important. I enjoyed every minute of it, and it was quite the experience. We got to, I would have to say that we experienced every level of awareness that could be out there on this trip. Would you say so, Don? We hit it all. Every level of awareness, we saw it in the people surrounded by us, and it was sing. So I mean, I get excited to know what's coming for people, because I get this. I haven't perfected all of it. I talk about it on Morning Motivator, but the truth of the matter is, it's, you know, we're creating our reality, and I'm living the reality I wanted to live. You know, working side by side with my very best friend, having fun every day, doing things I love doing, and I do. You can ask Don. I'm always excited to be here. I'm going to assume you guys are all excited to be here too, because as I look around the room, your names are all familiar. I'm C. Key is a new name. Welcome, C. Key. I'm not sure what your first name is. First time I see you on our calls, everyone else in this room is familiar to me. Either we have connected on Skype or through Facebook, or you have been on my calls more than once. Your name is familiar to me. Many of you that are here today have been following me for many years. Some of you I've worked with one-on-one. You've been in my programs. And yet, as I asked at the beginning of the call, most of you are not where we are. Most of you haven't yet put together what you need to put together to make this. Am I right? And yet, when I look around the room, I see that many of you have everything you need to put this together. In 2003, we faced financial disaster as the company we were working with, Line, folded its doors, so it meant everything was gone. Everything we had was gone as of that moment. So that was one of those not so very good moments. I decided, being that I'm an accountant, I am the most employable at any age, and I went and applied for a job, and I had a job, I think the first day or two that I was out on interviews. And I had several offerings. I picked a job that I thought I would enjoy, and I did. For the most part, I did enjoy the job. I do enjoy that work. I didn't enjoy the atmosphere. I would have preferred to own the office. That would have been a better thing. And, you know, by the time I left, there was like a little revolt. Most of the people that worked there also left. It was an unhappy place. I like to work in a happy place. How about you guys? That's what I love about the internet. I get to create this happy place. So my question again, somewhere you guys like this. You're drawn to the internet, am I right? You're drawn here. You get it, either that or you've got lots of time and you want to figure it out because you know it must work, because obviously some people are making money. And there's stuff you really like here, but you still just haven't figured it out because you're over here, you're over there, you're over here, you're over there. Look at this, look at that, look at this, look at that, look at that. Oh my, here's another one, another one, another one, another one, another one. Here I go again, here I go again. Still haven't figured it out, doesn't work. Sound familiar? Anyone? Let's be honest, okay? You might as well be honest because I'm watching you. Most of you are in my program, so I'm watching you. I see what's happening. I see what is not happening, and I think I know why. And today, my hope is that I'm going to open your eyes just a little bit, and maybe you will be able to let go of everything you think you know. Make this as simple as you can so that you can have more fun. Would you spend an hour or two a day doing some really boring tasks if you knew that it would provide for you a future and a lifestyle that can be whatever you want? I mean, it really is that simple. Yeah, you all know it's true. You know it's true. You know it's true. And yet, for some reason, I don't know what it is. Okay, I'm going to tell y'all. Are y'all listening to me? I got $1 billion idea. Okay, if we can figure out that little button that gets you guys all fired up and connected, and so really being disciplined to do that 1 to 2 hour a day thing you need to do every day to do this, if we could find that thing, we'd be billionaires. So let's work together to do it. I don't know what's holding you back. I only know that I'm going to continue to present this information until you all get it. Sound good? Yep, I'm watching you, Vincent. You know that. I come after you and say, come on, what are we doing here? Let's get you focused. Let's get you doing. And it all has to do with your internet marketing funnel. And I know that most of you have a funnel. You just may not have it set up properly, but you have one. You could create one. We're going to talk about what a funnel is. What you need to create your own. It's really not hard. Okay, none of this is hard, okay? So let's stop thinking it's hard and let's just take a breath and go, okay, I can do this, because you can. All right, you can do this. You can let go of all that stuff you think you need to know, all that stuff you think you know, and just follow these simple, stay consistent, because it's going to work. We're going to talk about adding to your internet marketing funnel to create multiple income streams. It's those multiple income streams that have saved our butt time and time and time and time and time and time again over the internet, because programs change. I look at what I did 16 years ago, and frankly, it's really not much different. The only thing that's different are the tools and resources that we use. Some of those have changed, and some of them are still around. So who here still believes this can work and they can do it? Who wants to do it? So what is an internet marketing funnel? I think you all understand what it is, and maybe not. Some of you think you got to have a, there's. I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret. Most of the people out there making money are making their money owning a marketing funnel system, something like we have at Contact List Builder. You don't need to create your own. You can use one that's out there. At the end of the day, you're still going to be creating your own, because no matter what that system is, okay, so you might be using, if I asked out there, I can guess that there would be 19 different systems being used out there for building your list, for getting people through your funnel. At the end of the day, the key here is having an autoresponder that you continue to add follow-up messages that promote the products and services that you have. That's it. The system that I use is Contact List Builder. However, it's not the only system I use. It's not the only funnel I feed. However, I've been here for a very long time. It's not about the system you're using. We're going to talk about what you need, okay? Here's what you need. You need an autoresponder. Number one, if you don't yet have an autoresponder, let's connect after the call, because you got to have an autoresponder. It's not hard to set up, because I show you how. You need a lead capture page that has a form on it that's attached to your autoresponder. Not hard to do, okay? If you haven't figured out how to do that yet, you need to figure out how to do that. These are things you need to know how to do. They make your life much simpler, so learn how to do these things. Learn your autoresponder. Whatever one you use, learn how it works. Use it. Build it. Get that list building. It's what has saved me time and time again. It's what builds my business time and time again. It's the magic behind everything, the continuation of building your list. The strategies I teach at Contact List Builder. That's right, Wayne. Anyone who knows me knows I use the strategies I teach. Yes? Yes? I just want to ask, you guys all know me. Would you say that I use the strategies I teach? I kind of think I do. So I can say with certainty they work. Blogging. Blogging scares the you-know-what out of most of you. List building the mechanical way with a lead capture page is the easiest thing you can learn to do. So learn to do that, because that's, for 2 weeks, that's what I did. Okay, I didn't do a lot of blogging. I didn't do a lot of that stuff, but I did my advertising. I sent traffic to that lead capture page every day, and my business built. Okay? However, you still need to learn to blog. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. In this day and age, you need a blog. It's not hard. Let me make that easy too. You need to have a product, a service, a program, something people are going to give you money for. I'm going to ask you guys how many, let's see if you even know, how many programs would you say that you belong to where you could earn an income? You probably aren't. But how many would you, just roughly, name the major ones? I have a lot. Okay, I have anywhere between 50 and 100 programs that pay me on occasion, month after, when I promote them, they pay me. It's magic. It's really kind of magical. Dozens, Wayne says, 3. You have more than one. Okay? Excellent. You have a funnel. It's really easy to do this, guys. You need to really understand. Okay, so I hope you guys have a list of the programs that you belong to that can pay you. Things you can make money with. Focus on those programs. Make a list of them. Get them in your autoresponder. Speaking of autoresponders, there isn't one autoresponder that's better than all the rest out there, okay? Do you want to know the best autoresponder? I'm going to tell you. I hope you're listening. This is the biggest secret out there. The best autoresponder is the one you learn to use. So get one, learn it, use it. We use and recommend GDO. I've been with Joel Tarian since 2000. 2003 was when we really got serious, when we started using their technology, but I've known Joel since 2000. That's 15 years. So I call that stability. He's gone through a lot of bumps and hills, and he's a good guy, fellow Canadian, and I really find their service to be simple to use, and when you use it with our system, I show you how to use it, so then it gets even easier. And when you're using a system that other people know how to use and can help you, then it's easier, right? We use this conference software, which is where you are today. Our servers are hosted there. Most of you are part of GDO. Not hard. You're going to have to set up a campaign with a series of letters about your products and services. Oh boy. Did I just say set up emails? Yes, I did. Okay. I hope you're listening to me. This is the easiest thing to do, and it's the question I hear the most. I don't know what to say in my email. How should I write this? What should I say? All I'm going to say to you guys is that you just want to write an email that recommends that product or service. So number one, if it's something that pays you, why did you join it? Is it a product you use? Is it a service you use? Is it because of the team? Is it because of the pay plan? Is it because whatever reason you use it or bought it or joined it, let your list members know that. And say, this is something I'm proud to be a part of, and I'd really like to have you partnered with me here. It's one of the income streams that I'm building online. It's as simple as that. It's just a recommendation. You're not there to sell that program. I would assume those programs have websites that sell for you. Your job is to get people to that website. And the best way to get people to a website is to recommend they go visit it and tell them why you became a member. Does that make sense to you guys? I better get in here. Now, we've already touched on this a bit about adding letters to your autoresponder, okay? So if you're already using a system, if you're part of CLB, if you're part of any of our programs, you've got an autoresponder set up, all you need to do is start adding follow-up messages, recommending the products and services that you have. And every time you write a blog post, and if you're not doing blog posts yet, we need to talk. Every time you write one, you're going to add a follow-up message to that series. If you join a new program, the first thing you do, once you get the program set up and you use it and it lives up to your expectations, go in and write a letter to your autoresponder. Recommend it to your subscribers. This isn't difficult. New blog posts. Do a broadcast. But what you need to remember, Vince, is that I want you to consider is that when you send a broadcast email to your subscribers, think about that email for a moment. Is that an email that could become a follow-up message? Are you recommending a product or service that you just joined? If so, go into your autoresponder series and add it as a follow-up message as well, so that as new people join and as your existing subscribers are there, they'll begin to get that message when they reach it in the series. Does that make sense, Vince? And everyone else? Lead capture pages are a dime a dozen, okay? If you don't know what a lead capture page is, well, then we need to talk. This isn't difficult, okay? There's lots of places to get lead capture pages. It's basically a page with your autoresponder form on it. If you're part of Contact List Builder, we show you how to do that. We give you all the codes. If you're part of any of the programs I belong to, I give you capture pages for all of them. So we make this very simple. You need to give away a product or report, offer tips and strategies. People say, well, I don't know what to give away on my subscriber list. What do I offer people? I said, just offer them tips and strategies. Tell them you're going to share what you learn. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. People will subscribe to your list if you offer them tips and strategies. That's all you need to do. You don't have to have an ebook. If you have one, great. Give them something of value. The idea is to get them on your list so that they can get to know you. So here's some examples of some capture pages that work really well for us. This one is for the Internet Business Kits. Got to tell you guys, if you have not joined Internet Business Kits yet, connect with me after the call. The plugin that you get just to make these capture pages is worth the price of admission, and you get a lot more than just that program. So there's other programs too that are extremely beneficial, but this one, being me who I am, this was worth its weight in gold. This was a really easy capture page that I could make about that program, and you'll see a few others in the same template. Here's one that I made using Ad Creator, which is a great program, which I use the shared codes. So usually if you're in one of our programs, I've got a shared code for Ad Creator. You just change your information. But notice here how I have my picture. I offer my Skype ID. I tell them they can get started for free, get on my list, gain access to the web's premier content curation training resource today. Become a blogging expert. You want to learn more? Fill out the form. People fill out the form. But look, there's my picture and my Skype ID. Two things that are important. Here's another one I made with the software. This one is for CLB. I promise results. Very effective capture page. Here's another one for Internet Business Kits. Again, made with that software. So there's lots of ways to make capture pages. And the key is to have one and send traffic to it. Blogging. I'm going to be interested to see how many of you respond. I know some of you are active bloggers, most are not. So do you have a blog? And when I say do you have a blog, I don't mean at blogspot.com. I'm talking about a website. You know, like Get Live Training is a blog. JanetLegere.com is a blog. Contact Listener has a blog. All my websites have a blog. DonLegere.com is a blog. Steve has a blog, many, many blogs. Planning one. I recommend you get it up there as soon as possible, Rodney. Blogging is very simple. We have our Passion to Profits course that it's everything you need. That is the ultimate blogging workshop. They'll have you up and running in no time. Trust me. I think it's the best training there is out there. See, I love seeing that many of you have blogs, and it's important that you keep that blog active. It really is. It's important you keep it active. It's important you put content on it. It doesn't need to be complicated. I have found over the years people get a little bit confused when they go to my website, because on my website I talk a lot about marketing. I do product and program reviews, and they think, oh, well, that's what they need to do. And the truth is, what you need to do is talk about whatever it is floats your boat. The idea is to get people to your website. So if they come to your website because they're interested in what you're talking about, they're going to look at what else you're interested in while they're there. Does that make sense? So if you write about what you're interested in and you attract people who are interested in what you're interested in while they're at your website, they're going to check you out. That's what your blog is about. Now, there's lots of different ways to do blogs. You can have a blog just about your product, just about your service. That's fine. I recommend that you have a blog somewhere where you just blog about anything and everything. And it's really about getting people interested in you, getting people get to know you. My blog is about internet marketing because that's what I kind of like to do. I love learning new things. I love learning new programs. I love turning people on to new programs. And I'm on a mission to get all of you doing what I do. Because it's easier than you're making it. And I'm going to find that magic button. We're going to work together. And we're going to find whatever it is that's holding you back from doing this. We're going to find that magic button that keeps you focused, that makes you accountable, that gets you doing the things you need to do every single day faithfully, that keeps you from clicking every button out there to join every program that comes across your desk. That's the toughest one. And when you do, just simply add them to your system. Here's some blog examples. Blogs are fun. Okay, so this is just my blog. So here I've done a product review on Got Backup. This is my main page, which lists summaries of my blog posts. Most of them are product reviews. You'll notice on the right-hand side it says Get My Tips and Strategies. I'm not giving away a free report or anything like that at this point. I'm simply giving away my tips and strategies. I ask for their name, email, Skype, and phone number. The Skype and phone number are optional. The name and email are not. And I've had people say they'll get more subscribers when they don't ask for a person's name. So I'm going to ask you guys, would you rather have somebody who's willing to leave their name or have more people on your list, but people who don't want to leave their name? I would rather have the people who want to leave their name. What do you think? I think that's a more active subscriber. That's somebody who's maybe going to be more interested in what I'm doing when they're willing to leave their name. So here's our Get Live Training blog. You came here to get here. And on here, I'm asking people to register for our live webinars. So whenever I invite people to our calls and they come to the website to log in, quite often they'll register for our webinars and get on our list. That's just another different list that I'm building. Here's our Curation Works blog. For those of you who heard about Curation Works, this is awesome training that teaches you how to create content in your niche. It is amazing training. If you already have a blog, this is the next step you want to take. If you don't have a blog yet, you want to look at our Passion to Profits blogging workshop, because it is the ultimate tool to get your blog up and running where you need it to be. Now, I need to tell you guys, at some point, you need to invest time to do these things. You need to invest time to understand how your blog works, to understand themes, to understand the basics. I don't know all the ins and outs of blogging and everything, but I know enough to make it all happen. And it's all through the training that we teach you guys, because we know what's necessary. And it doesn't take that long to get up and running and doing, but you need to do it, okay? So make sure that if you're signing up for things, that you're taking the training and getting it done. And then moving on to the next, putting things into action. You can be building your list. You can be creating that funnel all while you're still learning. You just need to set aside the time to do it, to make it important. Don't allow the distractions. If you went to work at a normal job, if you were working for someone else, I can tell you right now that you wouldn't allow the distractions. Your mother wouldn't be able to call and say, I need to go here or I need to go there. And your aunt wouldn't be able to come over for tea, and your sister wouldn't be able to stop by, and everything else. Your children wouldn't be able to interrupt you because you're at work. You have to do your job. You're not accessible to whatever, but you wouldn't allow those interruptions, yet at home you do. And so you need to make your business important and say, you know what, from here to here, I'm going to get this done. As I did on vacation. I knew I was up early. I got up and I did what I needed to do. And if there was time during the day when we were really not doing anything, I would get my computer out, go in, just check my email briefly, answer what I needed to, put it away. Done. I didn't think about it. I didn't stress about it. I just did what I needed to do. I went in and I sent a few ads out. I had, my ads are all set up relatively simply, so it doesn't take a lot to get them done. Didn't take a lot of time. Did my follow-up, came on Skype, see who needed help, answered emails, enjoyed my vacation. Did I need to do it every day? I could have done it less. And I could have actually had it so that I was only doing the even less that I did, and my business still would have grown. I can tell you that. It's pretty interesting. Now remember, all those shiny objects you have, if you have not yet organized them and put them in your autoresponder, may I suggest that you set aside time today, and you set aside time until it's done. Make a list of all the programs you've joined, especially programs that could pay you a commission. A lot of the affiliate programs, safe lists that you belong to, credit, viral mailers, traffic exchanges, they all pay commissions. So if you belong to a program that pays commissions, write an email and recommend it to your subscribers. Make a list of all of them as they come to you and get into your autoresponder. Write a quick email that says, hey, you know what, I joined this traffic exchange back years ago and I get consistent traffic here. It has a great group of members. I've used viral mailers, and this is one of the best ones I'm using. I get good conversions when I email here. I recommend the upgrade. That's all you need to do. All of a sudden, those shiny objects become income streams for you, and you don't have to do anything else except feed that funnel, meaning advertise your capture page to get subscribers on your list. That's it. Every once in a while, send a personal broadcast email to your list when something's important. When you do a new broadcast, join a new program, go tell them about it. Get excited about it. Get them connected on Skype. Get to know who your list members are. Start doing some homework. Check on them. If you're asking for their Skype and their phone number, go and check your list. Did they leave a Skype name? Did they leave a phone number? Give them a call. Add them to your list. Feed your funnel every single day. If you make that your commitment, that you're gonna get that funnel set up, you're gonna get your autoresponder campaign set up, you're gonna create a form, you're gonna put it on a capture page, and you're gonna start feeding traffic like a madman to that capture page, and you're gonna go into that autoresponder. And every time you think of a new program, you're going to go in and you're going to write another email in the follow-up series. So they'll get it in 2 days later, and 3 days later, and next week, and next month, in 6 months. They're going to continue to hear from you without you ever having to lift a finger. Your job is to feed that. Is this starting to make sense? Send traffic to your lead capture page. That builds your list of subscribers. Your new subscribers are going to get your follow-up messages about your programs and services that you went in there once and wrote an email. Could be 6 months ago, 10 years ago. That email's still sitting there, and every time you get a subscriber, they get that email. Feed the funnel daily, advertise, advertise, advertise. Okay, so what's this set up? So you got to spend the time to get it set up. It doesn't take that long, okay? Stop making excuses. Get it set up. Feed traffic to that list every day. Advertise, advertise, advertise. Whether you're on social networks, whether you're using viral mailers, whether you're doing solo ads, whether you're paying for advertising, whatever you're doing, make sure you're doing it every day. Make sure it's working. You should be getting subscribers every single day. Every day. If you're not getting subscribers every day, you're not doing enough. And if you want more subscribers, you need to do more advertising. That's the simplicity of it. So if you're starting to get this working, and I know some of you are, and you just want it to work more, remember, if you want it to work more, you have to do more. More advertising. That's all. It doesn't mean, and maybe it means you create another lead capture page that goes to the same list. You don't need to build 12 lists. You simply need to build one, especially most of you here who are not yet earning that lifestyle income. So if you're not making money, if this business isn't paying you yet, if you're not able to sit back and just do an hour or two of work a day, then you need to get it set up. You need to pay attention. Because I know you all believe you can do it. I believe you can do it. So isn't it time you stopped making excuses and started making money? If you're not a member of Contact List Builder, I do encourage you to come and be a part of our family. That's where I do teach all of my strategies for free. There you go. You can join for free. There we go. Vince was on Skype with someone from Turkey. When you're on Skype, you are in a global community. Anyone is your prospect, and you've got 1 billion members, users in Skype. So Rodney is on board. Rodney has committed that he's going to do this. I saw him committed. You've committed in the room to 21 people today, Rodney. Congratulations. I'm going to be checking on you. Rodney Folsom, I'm going to write your name down. Are we connected on Skype, Rodney? If not, make sure we are. My Skype ID is Janet Legere. Let's get connected. I am going to encourage all of you to really digest what you learned today, to think about what you're doing in your business, to rethink your business. Are you making it harder than you need it to be? Do you have everything you need in order? And if you do, why aren't you advertising every day? Make a commitment that you're going to do this, because I want to see your lifestyle change. Without you having to be stressed out about it, without you having to learn every new gadget and gadget that's out there. It really can be simpler than you're making it, so let's make it simpler for you. Okay? Sound good? I know where I can help you. You guys are amazing. I appreciate you more than words can say. Thank you again for being so loyal and so true and so amazing. I'm looking forward to making this really work for all of you, because I believe in you, and I know that if we can work together, we can really make it happen. And we got to stop making excuses and stop thinking it's overwhelming and I don't understand this, I don't know where I'm going. I made it simple for you today. Let's get together, let's connect, let's make it simple. If you're available Tuesday to Friday, come and join us at the Morning Motivator. I'd love to inspire you and motivate you to really think differently and create a different world for yourself, because you can. You're the only one who can, actually. And we talk about some strategies. We're currently reading Ask and It is Given Again. So I think it's our 3rd or 4th time through it. I'm not sure. Maybe it's my 4th time and our 3rd time reading it aloud. And we'll be back here next Saturday to entertain, amuse, and educate you. I hope you felt you were entertained, amused, and educated today. That is my goal and our goal. We do have fun here, and if you're not having fun, well, why am I doing it? Practice, right? Practice makes perfect. You guys are awesome. See you next week. Have an amazing day. Be your amazing selves, because I believe in all of you. Till next time, be well. See you then. Have a great day.